Anticuchos, cow heart, skewers are an absolute staple of Peruvian cuisine. Not only can you find them all over Peru served from street food carts, but they're also cooked at home and eaten as a typical Peruvian meal. The ají panca sauce is the hero of cow heart anticuchos skewers, also eaten throughout the rest of South America. It makes the marinade and the end product incredibly flavorsome and feel so authentically Peruvian. Asado negro is an immensely popular dish in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela and one of the national dishes of the country. Commonly known as the king of Venezuelan dining table, asado negro translates in English to dark beef roast. This delicious staple of Venezuelan cuisine is made with beef that is coated with a dark sweet sauce. The beef is cooked on a very low flame for around 3 hours to make it tender and juicy. It is usually served with boiled rice or mashed potatoes, depending upon your choice. You can also use plantain. Casabe is a traditional delicacy among the Caribbean, Central, and South American populations. It is a thin flatbread that is made almost entirely from one ingredient, the cassava root, tapioca. Casabe is a staple dish for many South American and Caribbean people, and is considered one of the oldest recipes dated back to the pre-Columbian period where it was first produced and consumed. Cassava root is one of the most abundant root crops available across the 2 continents. Tajadas is a dish consisting of fried, ripe plantains from Venezuela. Raw sweet plantains are sliced and deep-fried in vegetable oil until they are golden brown. Instructions: pour the vegetable oil into a large frying pan set to medium-high. The oil should be deep enough that it will be at least an inch taller than the plantain pieces when you fry them. Cut the ripe plantains diagonally into slices about a 1/2 inch thick. Do this carefully as unpeeled ripe plantains are very slippery. Working in small batches and being careful not to crowd the pan, gently slide the plantains in the oil. Fry the first side until it turns golden brown. Turn each plantain over to brown the second side, about another minute. Put the fried plantains on a paper towel-lined plate to absorb the excess oil. Best served while hot or still warm. Salchipapas is a Peruvian street food dish made of deep-fried potatoes, papas, and stir-fried beef sausages, salchichas. It has become one of Peru's most popular street foods and a real staple quick dinner for the locals. This dish is simple to make with just deep-fried potatoes mixed with stir-fried beef sausages, cut into small pieces and served with different condiments such as ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard and ají chili sauce. Tamalitos is the Peruvian form of the famous tamales. Both tamalitos and tamales are similar in appearance and prepared in the same manner. The only difference being that tamalitos does not contain meat in it while a tamale does. Tamalitos are also generally smaller in size and drier as compared to the normal tamales. Tamalitos verde is widely consumed throughout Peru, and is especially famous in the northern coast of the country. Ingredients: white corn 2 lb. Cilantro leaves and some sprigs, 2 cups spinach, 1 cup vegetable oil, 1½ cups salt and pepper, green corn husks, salsa criolla. Bori bori, also known as vori vori, is a Paraguayan soup made of seasoned chicken, a corn flour thickened broth, root vegetables, and small balls of cheese and cornmeal. Its hearty and filling ingredients make it a popular comfort food in Paraguayan cuisine, often enjoyed as an evening meal in colder seasons. To make the bori bori, traditional recipes call for queso paraguayo or Paraguayan cheese. However, because this can be hard to find at most grocery stores, you can substitute mozzarella, parmesan, ricotta, or grana padano. Just make sure to add some salt to the vori vori, as these cheeses are not as salty as the prime queso paraguayo. This Guyanese pepperpot recipe is the #1 traditional dish of Guyana, and is considered to be the national dish. Instructions: wash and drain the meat including the pig trotters. In a large cooking pot, heat the vegetable oil and add in the beef and goat meat, and the pig trotters. Cook until browned. Chop and add in the garlic, chili pepper and onions. Stir to let them cook. Add in the cassarup, cinnamon sticks, orange peel, brown sugar, salt, and thyme. Finally, add in the water to cover all the ingredients and stir well. Let it come to a boil. Once the pot is boiling, you will need to skim any scum from the top of the pot and then reduce the heat to low. Cover the pot and leave to cook for 3 hours, checking on it to skim any excess scum. Ceviche de conchas negras is a Peruvian dish which is a variation of the famous ceviche but made using large black clams, the conchas negras. It is rich in nutritional value and said to have aphrodisiac properties. However, despite its taste and health benefits, conchas negras today are at risk of extinction. As a result, every year a closed season for harvesting and consuming them is declared by the government, which helps to limit the consumption of the dish. Alpaca stew is a traditional Peruvian dish consisting of the meat of alpacas. This high-protein, low-calorie healthy meat tastes quite like beef but leaves no fatty aftertaste. It is a red meat that is fairly tender and almost sweet in taste. Of all meats, alpaca is believed to consist of one of the lowest cholesterol levels. Ingredients: alpaca meat 2 pounds, vegetable oil 1 tablespoon, chopped onion 1, salt and black pepper to taste, carrot, peeled and sliced into 1.5-inch pieces, 1 crushed garlic, 2 clove celery rib, sliced into 1.5-inch pieces, 1 large potato, cut into 1/2-inch dice, 1 dry red wine, 1/2 cup beef broth, 1 cup can crushed tomatoes, 1 sprigs fresh thyme or 1/8 teaspoon dried 3 serrano pepper, optional 1.